6 a.m. and I'm here for my Pilates class a little bit early. And this is my outfit that I'm wearing. So I'm very excited to get a really good early morning workout in. I'm currently eating some water.
Okay, love the pineapple, and I've got.
So I'm just settling in for the evening, and I wasn't planning on filming anything, but this is what I'm doing right now. I just did a steam of my face and a wax, And now I just have a charcoal peel-off mask right now. And then I'll be doing a little scrub as well as washing my face with the green tea that I steamed my face with. So a few things, and I'm also going to do some review of the month of August for both my makeover book and my ballet planner. And the idea behind it is to get myself ready for the last month of quarter 3. And I really need to pick up some speed in terms of some of my projects, more specifically this weekend, this long weekend, seeing that next week, I should say in 2 weeks, things will get so busy that I won't have a lot of time to sit down, think, and revise anything. So that's what I'm doing today, and it's already 5 o'clock. So I'm just going to do some routines and perhaps get started on some laundry. Good morning, and I'm happy to say that I am perhaps halfway through my ballet repertoire and ballet history book that I've been coming up with, and I have some really cool things in store after this is finally finished. But I'm all caught up. I had to catch up on 3 months worth of reading from this book, and then I got myself a head start on the month of September. So this will be my reading for, I guess, my travels for the next few weeks. And here, dun, 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 we have the rest of that book. I've decided to separate the two. So this one will be the more dense, and this one will be the fun side of the book. So that is what I have, and I'm also going to do some review of my quarter 3 goals. We're in the last month of quarter 3, so I want to make sure that I have that organized. Well, good morning, and it is day 1 of the last month of quarter 3, and I'm really on a mission to finish this year really strong, because the way that last year ended, as well as the first part of this year, I need to get a move on, and I owe myself a lot. So I'm going to go for a run, and then when I come home, I have lots of cleaning to do, and I'll finish up my beauty routine. And you know what, I might do my hair for the first time in about 3 months. The last time I did my hair was actually around Father's Day, when I went home to visit my family. So I think I might do my hair, and I'm going to put my summer clothes away and get ready for the fall. And I have about 2 chapters that I need to add on to this book that I'm working on. So I actually decided to split up the book that I was writing into 2, because the first part was very academic sounding, and the second part was, you know, compilations of beauty routines and bits and bobs about the beauty pageant world. So I've actually decided to split up the 2 entirely, and so now I'm going to do 2 chapters of that second book, and the first book it's going to be really dense. So I actually might not have that out until later on this year, but the first one will be the legit memoir. And I'm really excited about that and how I'm able to develop over time my thoughts and how this is going to work out. And perhaps it's even better than I thought, because now I have, I guess I would say, 4 books almost written, and these are all long form, dense, and they're legitimate novels. So I'm very proud of myself, but I'm also not surprised because I'm a big thinker and I write a lot. So that's what I have to do for today, and I'm really excited. And this is my natural state. And I'm going to, when I come home, I'm also going to do some teeth whitening. So I used to do crest white strips or the blue LED light almost every day, or at least every other day. But my teeth are really sensitive now, so I can really only do it a few times a week. So I'll be doing that and tidying up. I did some laundry and I was almost able to put it away in one go, but I have some sitting on my couch right now, so I need to put that away. The other night it was on my bed, so I slept on the couch. So I put some away and then I put the rest on the couch and then I slept in the bed. So I need to get myself in order, get my apartment in order, and that is the plan for today. And working on some foot exercises. So I'm really happy that Pilates the past few days has been getting me ready again for ballet. But I need to work on my feet because it's back to dance tomorrow and it's very intense training that I'm doing. So that is the plan for today, and we'll see you soon. So after church, I decided to head over to the mall, and I ended up going to the Chapters bookstore, which is one of my absolute favorite places. So I did a little stroll around the bookstore, and I ended up at H&M at the end. And after that, I made it over to the Byward Market, and they had a little setup, and I had to do groceries. And I made it home, and one of the things that I've been craving over the past few weeks has been pistachio and matcha cake. And I made some, it's like a frosting out of some pistachio protein powder, and it was so good. And the next day I brought myself on a run around the city, and it was my first time that I was exploring new places that I've never been to. I'm still fairly new to Ottawa, so I'm just giving myself some more time to do more exploring, and this is right underneath the Vermont Chateau. Afterwards, I ran around the lake or the river, I forget what it's called, but this is just behind the Fairmont, and it was an absolutely beautiful day, but it was super hot, and I'm not one for the summer, so I was actually really happy to make it home afterwards. It is after 9 and I'm really surprised that I'm still awake, but I am about to get ready for bed. And you know what, I didn't do part 3 of my beauty routine, but I think I'm going to do my nails this evening before bed and do some more organizing. I didn't really get to write down my Q3 final month goals, but I was able to do some review, and I'll be writing down some more stuff to finalize a few things so that I can set myself up for success, because you know, I can be a little hard on myself sometimes and moving the goalposts. So I'm going to start to lessen some of the goals so that I know for a fact that I'll be able to reach them, if not by the end of October, but definitely by the end of November, early December, because meeting goals at the exact deadline does not mean that I got in through that window. I need to be able to make sure that the goals that I set for myself, I'm reaching them before the deadline, because the moment that the deadline hits, that's a bit late. That's like last minute cramming things in, and we don't do those things anymore here. So we need to make sure that we're getting to the finish line much sooner. So I'm going to do some reviews so that I can set myself up for success and a really strong Q4. I have a saying that if you didn't get to a good start in January, September will always give you a second chance. So this is my second chance, this is your second chance, and we're going to crush those goals. So that's what I'm doing for the evening, and I have my chai latte, and I'm about to settle in for the evening. And yeah, so that is the night. There wasn't a whole lot to this. Very boring, but a lot of goals met. So I should really give myself a pat on the back. So this is what we have going on here before class at granola. I'm gonna do some writing and some chocolate, and then I have my lunch in my bag.